Okay, so this is the new black photo booth, and this one is a different brand of printer. It's a Mitsubishi one. So you will get a box like this for when you're using the new black booth. So if you should have the Mitsubishi ink on it. It's a little bit smaller than the other one, but it's got everything you need in there. The one slight issue with this printer is this case wasn't made for this printer. They unfortunately stopped making the old pink one with the HITI one that we had. So we had to get a different brand, and it's a little bit shorter. So what I had to do was kind of like just build up a little bit of a base here using the styrofoam. It's not super pretty, but it works. But the thing to notice with this one is when you change the ink on it, first you're going to unclip this black belt, and then you're going to have to kind of spin it around in here to turn the whole thing around. The reason why I want to point this out is because it does get kind of heavy on this end, and if you leave or something, it's really easy for this just to fall down. So when you do change the ink, you really want to make sure you're here the whole time. What you're going to do is you'll have, if it needs to change, obviously it will tell you got to change the ink. Turn it around like this. I kind of get my paper and stuff down here ready, and then I'm going to push open right here, and this kind of ejects this part out, and this whole front slides out, and this is where now it's just going to fall right down if you don't kind of keep onto it. So I normally just kind of put my leg there or something and just to hold it in place. You can, if you want to, take it out and put it on the floor. That's okay to do. You know, it's kind of heavy, but if you want to move it or whatever, you absolutely can do that. But just be aware that it will fall. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull open this, and then the first thing you do is change the ink. So the ink is a cartridge like this. It slides out, this green cartridge does. And then what you're going to do is you're going to unclip this one, and then you can just throw this away, just discard it out the way or whatever, because it's not needed anymore. You're then going to take your new ink. What I recommend doing is when you get to the event and you do your test photograph, go to that printer setup. I think it's called printer setup and printer settings, and you can look and see how much paper you have left. So if you know, like, oh, I only have 20 prints, get this all ready so when you have to change the ink, you don't have to like open up packaging. But basically what you'll do is you'll just rip this open. I'm gonna kind of do it carefully so I can re-wrap it up a little bit. But you don't need to be careful when you're doing an event. You just rip it open. We don't need any of this packaging. And you'll see that the ink comes just like this. So it's the same thing as the one we just threw away. It's just one end has sort of nothing and one has all of the ink on it. So what we do is we're going to slide this in. It only can go in one way, so you're going to kind of have to, you'll be able to feel when you do it right. Basically it clips in. If you do it wrong, it won't clip in the right spot. And then the really important thing with this one, it's different to the pink one, is that the ink goes over the top. So you see how that is going over the top of the rolls? So if I kind of roll it like this, you'll see it's going over the top. The other one goes, the pink one, it goes underneath. So it's kind of confusing, this one's different. But what you'll do is you'll clip it like this. We found that you might want to just roll it a little bit to begin with. So I'm just using my hand right here, I'm just rolling this white thing. Just roll it a little bit to kind of get it started. We found a couple of times that if you put it in like this and you don't roll it at all, it's kind of, there's sometimes we've seen a message saying wrong paper, whatever. I don't know why it does it, it just must be not detecting it properly. So you may want to just roll this while you're here, a couple of spots just to get it kind of in. You then take this and you'll just slide it back in. It just slides into the place, and then it clips in. So you can't really do it wrong, but you just have to lay it on there and just slide it in. You're then gonna get your paper. And again, like hopefully you'll have this kind of ready, because on this one, here's my paper. It does have this cardboard tube inside of it that we can just throw away. So this has to come out and we have to throw the cardboard tube away. We don't need this. So, you know, if you have it kind of ready, that's handy if you know you're gonna run out. What you'll do is, to get the paper, there's this black bar right here. So you're just gonna kind of push down the black bar, and then this whole top unit comes up. So I can't do it right now. I'm lifting that won't do anything, but I push that down and lift up. Now it comes out. And then I'm going to take this blue roll of paper and I'm going to just lift it right out. So what I would probably do at this point, because I know that it's kind of heavy holding your knee, you might want to kind of slide this back in for a second carefully, just to kind of like, so it won't go anywhere. To take this off, this one has some little white tabs on it, so you try to pull this, it won't go anywhere. But if you squeeze it on the tab and lift up, it comes right off. Same thing on this side, it won't go anywhere, but when I squeeze in right here, it comes off. So then what I would do is I'd take my new paper. I'm not going to take out this, I don't want to mess this up, but we're going to pretend. So we're going to pretend this is my new paper. I'll take this, put it back into the hole. It won't even go in because I have to squeeze down, and then it goes in. Now it's in place. Take my other side, same thing. If I try to put it in the hole, it won't go in. I have to squeeze this in, push it down, lock it in place. Then I'm going to take this, and what you'll notice is it has like a little, the new one has a little sticker on it. So if I lay this in, it would kind of lay in just like that. So I'd have this sticker on the top pointing this way. I would then take this sticker off, so I can just rip the sticker off, throw it away. And then what I'll be left with, it'll look something like that. So I took that sticker off of here and I threw it away. So then this is the one with this one that can be a little bit confusing for people. If you kind of look down, if you can see, there's like 3 little rollers right there, the little white rollers underneath the ribbon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper, I'm going to roll it, and I'm going to roll it underneath those rollers, and you have to just kind of guess that you did it right, but you'll know because you can kind of feel it's working. And then what I have to do, and this is can be hard if it's noisy, but what you're going to do is you're going to just keep pushing this forward, and you're going to hear a beep. It feels like it's going a long, long way. There's the beep. So when I start hearing that beep, that's the printer telling me the paper is in far enough, you're good. So if I hear the beep, I know my paper is in far enough. If I mess up, I put it in somewhere weird, like I don't know, I put it in the wrong place or whatever, I could turn this all day and I won't ever hear that beep. So it has to be in the right place. So I'm going to put it in, feed it underneath those white rollers, and then just roll this forward. And again, it feels like you're like, wow, this is really going a long way, but it does go quite a way in. I hear the beep, I'm good. I'm going to close this up gently. Try to be gentle when you're closing it. If you kind of slam it down, we've had an issue before where it got kind of slammed down, I think, and then this somehow got caught up here and then we couldn't get it open again. So just be gentle when you close stuff, just close it up gently. And then we're going to take this whole unit, slide it back in, and then it should all click into place and you're going to hear it start doing a noise. And then this one, I think, normally shoots out 2 or 3 blank pages. So it shoots out like 3 blank pages. That's normal. That just is it tested to make sure it's working. If it does this, then you're probably good at this point. So then I would take my my printer, roll it back around the front, just right away. Don't wait and do this later because you'll forget. Just take the strap it back in, and then you should be good to go in the front of the photo booth and click, reprint or whatever, and then it should reprint the last photograph. Yeah, that's it.